Start whenever you're ready. Hey everybody, it's Ron from BPMF, and I'm coming to you from Sophos Survival in Spanish Fork, Utah, and I'm joined by the one, the only, the creator of Sophos Survival, Isaiah Price.
Hello.
So, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit today about my favorite product that I get from Sophos Survival. In fact, before we even started shooting today, the camera guy was commenting that I've always got one of these out on the range. This right here is my favorite meal by Peak. It is like, what did you say, the Costa Vida or the
It's like
Cafe
a Cafe
Rio.
Rio burrito.
It's like a Cafe Rio burrito. It is so good, and it's super easy to make. All you got to do is boil some water, pour it in here, boom, you're done. Let it sit for 10 minutes and get a spoon out and eat it. Some of the cool stuff about this is basically a meal that I would eat during class. Like, it's the calories, it's the breakdown of carbohydrates and protein and fats that I would eat during a normal day. So they've already got all the macros figured out for me. I don't have to think about it. It's the same as if I was eating my chicken and rice normally. I keep these in my truck fairly regularly for just day trips, going camping, and like I said, every time we're out at the range, especially when it's cold, these are super easy to cook up and have a hot meal. So these are some of my favorite things to eat. Anything you want to add?
The cool thing about freeze-dried food is that you can eat it anywhere, anytime. I regularly eat these here at work. Like,
oh yeah,
if I'm, if I don't pack a lunch or whatever, if I'm hungry throughout the day, I just walk over to the shelf, grab one of these things, and like, this is how easy it is. Ron mentioned you add water to it. Basically, I mean, if you have a stove like this, it's that easy. You just boil some water. It says this one takes 1 1/3 cup. So basically, you open that up, pull out the oxygen absorber. Don't eat the oxygen absorber. Pour it in there, stir it up a little bit, seal it, let it sit for like 10 minutes, and then you're eating. It's crazy awesome.
And there's some companies. Number one, I don't like the food as much as I like this. This tastes much better to me. And some of them, they're a little bit of a pain in the butt where you've got to boil the water and then you got to pour this into your boiling water and eat it that way. And you got this big mess. You got to wash your pan and everything. This is so easy. You pour the water in here, boom, you eat it out of here. You throw this away when you're done. Yeah. The end. So you guys know, if you care about your calories and whatnot, this is basically 800 calories to eat this whole bag. You're getting 17 grams of fat, 125 grams of protein, carbohydrates, and 40 grams of protein. So you're getting a lot of calories. You're getting a lot of good energy out of one of these.
Per serving.
No, that's for the pack.
Or was that the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay, you're right.
Listen, I may not be the sharpest tool in here, but I know how to read. Listen, don't mess with me with my macros. You know I'm a bodybuilder, bro.
I guess I was saying a lot of people read labels wrong, though,
right.
And you have to really pay attention to those things. He was reading from the full, both servings, but you could take that, like a guy like Ron. He's going to eat this whole thing and basically consider that a meal.
Yeah,
you can easily chop that thing in half, though, and conserve that. That's a whole day's worth of food, pretty much. If I'm out on the trail and I'm backpacking or hunting, I'm burning tons of calories, I'll eat one of those as a whole meal too. But to be honest, I can eat half that thing and be totally satisfied. Like, they're pretty sweet.
So, like I said, this is my favorite. A lot of times when I come in, I'm like, hey, Isaiah, just give me a box of these. And I got them, like I said, I use them for classes. I keep them at home for food storage. And so that's what I like about them. Now, remember, when we talk about food storage, we're not talking about just end of days, apocalypse type stuff. It could just be you lost your job and you got to feed your family. And having some stuff on hand is awesome if this could save your family. There's some other stuff here that people really like. Ooh, biscuits and gravy. I got to try this one. All right, this is going to be an expensive visit for me because I got a feeling I'm going to buy some food storage.
Okay, real quick on those, I was a little worried that the biscuits, there's actual real biscuits in here. There's like 2 or 3 biscuits. And I thought, okay, when I pour water in here, they're going to turn all soggy. So I broke them up, stuck them in there. and it's like the perfect consistency. They don't go soggy and fall apart. And Sean and I, the other guy here, we split one of those to test this when we first got them, and we opened up another one each and ate a whole thing just because it was that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a chicken Alfredo pasta that I don't think I've had this one. Is this one good?
It's amazing.
It's amazing.
Yep. One of my faves.
Beef stroganoff. I think I've had this one. Oh yeah, I had this one. This one was really good. Ooh. Okay. Look. Those of you that go backpacking and you're all fancy, we got a chicken coconut curry for you.
Also equally delicious.
That just sounds too high class for me, but it sounds amazing as well.
New favorites.
They've got a ton of different other flavors and things like that. These are just a couple that we grabbed off of the rack real quick. You come down here to Sophos Survival. You can buy one. You can buy a package, or you can buy a box of them. It's up to you. You got anything to add?
You mentioned some of the different uses. You can eat them just on a day-to-day basis as a food storage item. Maybe you're out at the range or whatever. In fact, right here I've got my truck kit, and it's kind of torn apart right now. I can see I keep like 10 of these things in my truck kit, and I call this my get home kit because a lot of people call them 72-hour kits. You might call it a bug out bag. There's a lot of different variations of this, but I use this in case I'm out and about, something happens, and worst case scenario, I need to walk home. This is how I'm going to get home. And but it's not just an emergency. Like I said, we'll be out at the range doing a training or a class. Maybe we're at a show or something. I've always got food with me, and it's just awesome. Tons of premium calorie content in there.
For my law dogs out there, as Todd affectionately calls us all, you never know when you're going to get caught out there on an op, especially those of you in more rural areas where you may get caught up in a search and rescue, or you might get caught up in a fugitive hunt where you're out there for hours on end, freezing your butt off. It'd be super easy to keep one of these in your patrol vehicle. All you need is a little fuel source, a little stove, a pot. You should always have quite a bit of water in your truck, and a bag of these. This would be super easy to throw in a bag and have it all together. And worst case scenario, boom, cook that up right there.
So that sparked a thought. If food can be a real big morale booster too. Mm-hmm. Not only do you need the calories when you're out there doing stuff like that, but a nice, warm, hearty meal when your morale's down, you're frustrated, you've got a lot going on, you're stressed. To sit down and have like a nice, warm meal like that fills you up and has all that protein, game changer. Yeah,
if you're an LT, you're a dude running a command post or something like that, you're responsible for the mobile incident command center. Keeping a bunch of these inside that IC truck would be awesome for your guys. Like you said, sit down. If you eat like me, it's 10 seconds, you're ready to go again. And I eat, okay, let's go back to work. So just some stuff to think about. If you have any questions, do you have anything else to add?
Shelf life. This is freeze-dried food, and the way that the process works it just gives it a super long shelf life. You're looking at 25-year shelf life for this type of stuff. So yeah, mine never lasts nearly that long because I eat it all the time.
Right.
But you can leave it, sitting down in your storage, wherever. But it's got a long shelf life, and it maintains that nutritional content all the way through the life of the food.
Right. For you LDS people like my mom, where you have 5-gallon things of rice that they all degrade and they go bad and you get bugs and everything, and then you end up throwing them away. These ones you won't throw away. 10 years or so you decide, I want to resupply my food, my food storage, crack them open, cook them, eat them. Everybody's going to love it. So if you have any questions for us, if you have any products that you would like us to review, if you have a specific video on a specific topic, water purification, water storage, emergency prep, things of that nature, let us know in the comments below. Of course, check out sophossurvival.com and look at their training schedule. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day.
Thank you.